Chelsea Football Club are second in the league, and all I keep hearing is, you're in a title race, right? You're in a title race. Well, there are three things to consider before we can say it, and we're going to talk about it today. One of them involves the injuries of certain key vital players. The second involves rotation, and the final involves shooters need to start doing their jobs. And I'm going to break it down into detail, and you will know my opinion at the end of this video. Furthermore, Kendry Paez is away. He's in France, and the geezer's having an absolutely terrible time acclimatizing to Europe. We're going to break it down. We're going to see what's going on. Once a golden boy, once a generational player, I was told, now can't even make the matchday squad at Strasbourg. It is important. We need to talk about it. So before we get started, hit that like button. It's the best way to support the channel. 1,000 is what we're aiming for. And secondly, we're creeping up to 50k. I want to hear by the end of the year. Be nice, be kind, do it now. Let's get started. So the title race is something on the tip of everyone's tongue because Arsenal are beating Spurs as I'm recording this video. They're going to be 6 points clear. Chelsea have got Arsenal next, and everybody now is hyping that game up as if Chelsea win, it's a 3-point gap title race on. The reality is it's got nothing to do with them. It's all about us. We need to do our job. We need to just keep winning games. Road to 70 points will consistently stay the narrative until we get that. Once we get 70 points, Champions League football's guaranteed. We keep it stepping and we start talking about the title. But what do we need to talk about? Number one, the huge injuries and the way we manage our squad. Reece James is fine. Yesterday, there was a myth that, he came off at halftime because he was injured. Enzo Maresca and Reece James both came out and confirmed this. Why? Reece James said he's fine. He's going to be ready for Tuesday. Enzo Maresca came out and said the plan was always to play him for 45 minutes. A lot of people did not like this. They said Josh Achampong should have played or Malo Gusto should have started. Josh did not play because Josh was away on international duty. Just think about it. Josh went away, played 2 back-to-back games of 90 minutes within a space of 3-4 days, right? What do you think is going to happen when he comes back? Limited time to train. All of a sudden, you're going to throw him in? Enzo doesn't operate like that. Malo Gusto, same thing. Went away with France, played a lot of minutes, comes back, they're not risking him. Malo is starting against Barcelona and against Arsenal. We're doing the PSG tactics. I'm telling you right now, it's a spoiler, it's not a promise. Reece James needs to stay fit, and I think what they're doing is building his fitness up slowly but surely, where he could build his confidence in his body, where he can not only play 2 games a week, if needed, play 3. So at the World Cup, he will be fine. The second thing that people were panicking about is Wesley Fofana. Wesley Fofana is fine. I said it when the team news came out, they're resting him. They want him to play 2 games in 1 week. Eventually, they're not going to risk him. What they're going to do is play him against Barcelona and then see how his body recovers, and he's going to play against Arsenal if needed. However, Enzo Maresca has came out and said there's a program, we're looking after him, we want to make sure he's fine, and that is critical. We need to protect the player. They've done it with Reece. The proof of concept is there. Reece has stayed fit for a year. They need to do it with Wesley. And people are going to say, how does this link in with a title charge? It's very simple how it links in with a title charge. Those two starting for us on a consistent once-a-week basis leads to having 2 world-class players in the team. 2 world-class players means more stable results. You know where the base level is. You know what's better. And then we can start talking about a title race. Wesley Fofana and Reece James make us significantly better, so they need to stay. The other story that really concerned everyone, it was very simple. It was the importance of Caicedo. Caicedo was left on the bench, didn't come on, was rested. After the game, with the one and only Enzo Maresca once again reiterated he was rested. Moi went away on international duty. He played a lot of games. For some reason, Caicedo played back-to-back Ecuador games and played 90 minutes. I was annoyed, you were annoyed, and the reason I was annoyed is they're meaningless games. Ecuador need to understand, we want Caicedo for the long run, not for the short run. We don't want him just to get to this World Cup. We want him to go on and have 150 caps one day for Ecuador. Protect your star. Protect your crown jewels. Protect the king of your country. For crying out loud, Ecuador, por favor, look after Moi. And he's came back, Maresca rotated him. However, this is the second reason why I think we could be in a title charge if this works. Andre Santos kicked in. Andre Santos came in, and not only did he play well, he played brilliantly. And I broke this down in my match review that will be linked at the end of the video, so you can go watch it in good detail. However, Andre Santos performed to such a standard that we've heard Juninho, the Brazilian legend, say, not only is he better than me, he's significantly better than me. What he can do at this age is unbelievable. This kid is a star in the making. People don't want to admit it. People were quick to jump on his back. People didn't like the fact that people hyped him up. But we know what we saw with Los Ojos. We know what we saw with our glaza, with our eyes over here, people. We know what we saw. This is a talented individual. This is an individual that is ready to just search and destroy. Playing him and Santos Caicedo in the midfield one day is going to be search and destroy for fun. Call of Duty all over again. However, the pivotal thing to take away from yesterday, what links back, in my opinion, to the title charge, is what it means to some of these players to play in Premier League games. The B team was a concept last year created at Chelsea where Joao Felix didn't get an opportunity after playing well in the conference. Never got opportunities in the Premier League. The same for Renato Vega, same for Nkunku, and our season broke into pieces in December. On this occasion, what happened yesterday? Jamie Gittins started, Andre Santos started, and Mark Guiu came off the bench and played a pivotal role in the 2-0 victory. You saw by the celebrations from Mark Guiu when he scored. He absolutely got an assist, was running away, jumping up and down, and for me, it was humiliating to see, right, how broken Burnley were. But it was because it meant so much to us. Our options are pivotal. Our team at this moment in time needs the injection for players from the squad to feel like they're part of the campaign. When they're part of the campaign, it stems and leads to what? Competition. Competition leads to everybody shining. Everybody stepping up. Everybody improving, staying for extra training sessions. I want to play in the big game. And when you feel like you're part of the team, you're going to run through brick walls. And that's one of the simplest way I can put it. Maresca is given opportunities. Now, we don't know who's going to start against Barcelona. Is it going to be Garnacho? Is it going to be Gittins? Is it going to be a Neto? Is it going to be a Estevao? Competition. And you need that for a title charge. I think it's as simple as that. The final reason why Chelsea need to consider before they say they're in a title race is simple. Liam Delap. Chelsea at this moment in time do not have a shooter. Chelsea are getting goals from the wing. Chelsea are getting goals from midfield. The defenders are chipping in. However, the strikers are not. People are going to say, what are you talking about? Joao Pedro's got 4 goals in the Premier League. 4 and 12 is not good enough. Liam Delap has 0. Mark Guiu has 0 as well. And when you look at the numbers for the overall season, it's not looking pretty, mate. It really isn't. And for us to go and kick on to be a title contender, we need somebody to provide us at least 15 to 20. And I'm not asking no 25s. I'm not asking 30s. I don't want a 30-goal season. Well, I do, don't get me wrong. However, I'm being honest and transparent. At this moment in time, we are not in a position. Maresca said, Delap's had a good game. He's occupying defenders. It's not enough, man. We had that with Matt Jackson. And in yesterday's video, broke it down in more detail. I spoke about it. What the positives are, what the negatives are, how we can improve. You can go check it out. But Delap needs to do better. I've got the numbers, right? 4 goals in 15 for Joao Pedro. Not good enough. That's 1 and 4 basically for a starting striker. Delap has got 0 and 7 appearances for Chelsea. Delap has more red cards than he has goals. Guiu has got 1 goal and 6. We need more from our number 9. We create enough chances where they shouldn't be as starved as they're coming across. The minute they start scoring or going on a little run where, you know, they get 4 goals in the next 7, then we can start being a serious institution that talks about it. But until then, I don't think we can. And we need to be measured and we need to be realistic. Does this mean I don't think we can go and beat Arsenal? Oh yeah, I think we can beat Arsenal. I think we can go and absolutely pummel Arsenal if we do play our best. But it doesn't mean we depend on the striker. What it means is either Cole Palmer returns and starts putting up stupid numbers and the wingers continue their form, or the striker needs to start chipping in. Because we're scoring goals, but it's despite our number 9 rather than for our number 9. We've scored the most goals, I think, in the Premier League this year. Our number 9's not firing. We need more, we demand more, and for us to be in a title race, we need to get more out of them. And I've explained this now in 3 different ways. Number 1, we need more from our depth players, the squad players. Number 2, we need to ensure the striker starts scoring. And number 3, the world-class players that we have with injury problems, they need to disappear. They need to play on a consistent basis and stay healthy. If they don't stay healthy, forget the title charge. Now, let's move on to the Kendry Paez news, and it's the final bit of news. It's a bonus piece of content, but what I need from you is hit that like button, subscribe. Let's get in. Look, when it comes to Kendry Paez, the expectations were through the roof. Chelsea signed this unknown player at the age of 15 and he was absolutely balling in the Ecuadorian league. Certain man was saying he's good enough to come in for Chelsea and from the jump be integrated into the team. Other man said he needed a loan, and other people were saying this is a generational talent. He went with Ecuador, he was part of their first team, and now he has slowly been transitioned out of that team. The better Ecuador have got, the more they've moved away from him, and now he's just a squad member, coming off the bench, trying to make a little impact. However, we need to remember that this kid is 18 years old. He is nowhere near the finished product, and he is someone that is acclimatizing from life, most probably in Ecuador, where he was treated like a king, where he was the golden boy, where he was a wonder kid, to all of a sudden joining an environment where Chelsea didn't even want to take him to the Club World Cup. The promise was that they were going to take him. They didn't at the end, and he only went as a passenger at the end. Now he's at Strasbourg, and Liam Rossini is not giving him minutes. I've seen a lot of people be critical, say Liam Rossini needs to do better, make a few calls, Blueco. I think that's the worst thing you can do. In my opinion, this is a very interesting and simple solution. He needs to earn it. What we've seen from Liam Rossini at Strasbourg. Santos, good enough played. Petrovic, good enough played. Sarr, good enough played. Diego Moreira, good enough played. Anyone that is good enough, they play. Because Liam wants to win games. When it comes to Kendry Paez, he ain't been good enough. If he was good enough, he would have played. We need to see him step up. This is where you put up or you shut up. This is where you step up and get yourself counted, show the world that you are good enough, not only for Strasbourg, to one day wear the kit of Chelsea. It's meant to be a privilege to wear the kit of Chelsea, not something that you are given out of the fact that he's a wonder kid. You earn it. You don't get given it. Once he does that, we will be fine. Kendry Paez is not a flop. He's far too young to write him off. But at the same time, stop putting unnecessary pressure on him like he's the next second coming of the Ecuadorian Messi. Alright? Stop it. That's all I wanted to say. What I wanted to tell you guys now is hit that like button, subscribe to the channel. Like I said, road to 50,000. Tell a friend to tell a friend. When you guys show love to the channel, I appreciate it. It's the best way you can support. But I've got more content for you guys in terms of the review of our victory 2-0 against Burnley. We're second in the league. It's a good time to be Chelsea because the results are positive. Let's get it cracking. Peace out. I'm out. Have a lovely day.